I always tell people, do not try to squeeze everything into one sailing. First off, it's not gonna happen. Second off, you're gonna be running from one side of the ship to the other side of the ship and then meeting in the middle. So go on, heart your favorite things, and work around those, but walk the halls. Go through and see all the different little parts, because there's all this Imagineering that if you blink, you're gonna miss it. So take time, walk through, take a breath in the grand hall, and just see what all it has to offer to you. And you might see a character, head your way unexpectedly anyways. So these are the magical moments that make a Disney cruise what I love about a Disney cruise.
So it's Disney Cruise Line is the whole reason I became a travel agent, just my love for it and my experiences with it, which were all positive. I've been sailing consistently since about 2012. And I'm also an educator. I'm an ICU nurse. I have to educate my patients and their family after their transplants, and I do teach for a local university. So it's in me to want to help people and to educate people. And so that just naturally kind of led into being a travel agent and helping families plan their vacations.
All right, so I have spent a lot of time in the Haunted Mansion Parlor Bar. It is absolutely amazing. Love the drinks in there. It is just by far the coolest bar I've been into. So if you do get on the Disney Destiny or Treasure, make sure you make that one of your first stops.
This one's tough for me because I love all of them, because each one has a different experience. But if you haven't met Goofy on board, that's my favorite one. You can ask him to do the perfect cast. And if you're anything like my family, the Goofy movie is our favorite movie, and we're constantly quoting it. So it's really magical for us.
So with the Treasure, we saw a lot of Disney attractions being brought to life. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Jungle Cruise, Haunted Mansion. And so if we had to add another one, I have two in mind. The first one may be more appropriate for an ice cream shop. There is a fandom for Figment. Everybody loves Figment, but I don't think turning that into a lounge space, I don't think all the adults are gonna go for that. So maybe an ice cream shop. But then also Guardians of the Galaxy, we have the ride at Epcot, you have the Breakout at California Adventure. And while we have the restaurants, I think that a lounge area for adults playing the mixtape and the 80s music and everything would be amazing.
Okay, so if this is your first Disney cruise, the number one tip that I'm going to tell you to bring with you is your snorkel gear. So when you go to Castaway, you can go out and snorkel all day, and you do not have to rent the snorkel gear, and see everything in the water and the fish. And there's statues out there of Mickey and Dumbo in the boats and all that fun stuff.
I have sailed on every ship except for the Wonder, and the only reason is the world shut down when we were supposed to be on board. However, we are headed out on an Alaskan sailing next year, but my absolute favorite's the Fantasy. I think it has a lot of personality from the crew, and I just love feeling like we're part of the family when we're on board, and I love the adult section as well.
I have sailed on all 7 ships of the fleet. I've sailed 42 times now with Disney Cruise Line. And as far as my favorite ship, that has become very difficult to choose. A few years ago, I would have told you the Fantasy, hands down. But we have had a lot of magic on the Magic, no pun intended, lately. The Treasure was a favorite when it first came out, but the Destiny is kind of inching a little bit ahead of the Treasure just because of the villains and all of the fun activities that no other ship in the fleet offers that this ship has.